Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hello.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF. It's good to see everybody in chat. Hope everybody's well. Hey, Mark, what's up, buddy? Connor, what's happening?
Hey,
First one in the
Piper.
door.
How you doing, Sam?
Good to see you, Sandra.
Hey, Christy.
What's up, Christy? Hey, Gary. And that covers it all. I'm done. Roger, what's happening? So what's new with you guys? Anything? It's just another day. I took the day off.
Yeah, I had some running around to do.
It was just too hot, so I really was like, I didn't need to go to work or anything. So
I didn't want to be out there. I'm still warm.
yeah, no, I didn't want to go out today, so I just kind of stayed in. When I did go out, it was like, ugh, because we were supposed to get rain. It never really rained.
Not around here.
Clouds went by, but
Christy, happy birthday to your dad. 88 years old.
oh wow, happy birthday!
That's awesome.
Yeah. Sandra guy, Sharon guy, what the hell? They both popped up at the same time, what? And I looked down, and Sharon's blue, but I looked below. Sorry about that, Sharon.
I think part of
great to hear. Gary says MRI came out good.
Hey, that's awesome.
Right on.
That is awesome.
What's up, Jim? So, guys, as you know, we put the link in chat, and anybody can click on that link and come hang out. We encourage it. That's why we're here.
Indeed.
You got something you want to talk about? Bring it. Other than that, life is boring.
Yep. That's it. That's the show. Done. Talked about everything.
We're done. It's weird. This house is so weird. It's like hot right here.
It is warm, and I'm telling you, it's warm.
It was like 90-something degrees today, and I've got two window air conditioners. One's brand new, one's used. But
I started to say, I think part of my problem is my cold's coming out. You know.
Oh, the feeling the heat and sweating and
yeah.
But as soon as you walk in here from the kitchen, you get the breeze from the air conditioner. But then
you hit a wall.
As soon as you get to here, the roof goes up about a foot. The ceiling goes up a foot, and you just hit this wall of heat, and it's because all these windows are radiating heat.
Well, on this end of the house, the sun hits directly 90% of the day.
Our Florida room, that gets to over 100 degrees, 110.
By 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning.
But, before noon, and that just radiates the sliding glass doors, the other window over there. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting summer.
Oh, no. I think so.
Well, I have central air, but it doesn't work. And I don't know if it's worth fixing as far as it's really old. I really can't afford to put a whole new system in.
I wonder, we felt it when we first walked into this house.
First night.
No, I'm saying, remember when we first walked in, the AC was working for about an hour.
Yeah.
And it felt great. It felt wonderful. But then after that, it just,
bed.
If the air blows through it, just blows warm air.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I haven't tried it.
It felt good for that hour. Just when we first walked in here, I thought I was going to die just from when we first came to look at the place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have the air conditioning.
The place looked a lot different then.
Yeah.
Wall-to-wall carpeting. It was paneled.
Uh-huh.
It's just, it's still not finished. It's a work in progress.
But still totally different.
Yeah. So Colton is having knee surgery in the morning. Well, prayers, Colton.
Yeah, for sure.
Heal quick.
Pray for a quick recovery.
Yeah, my dad had a knee replacement.
I was gonna say I'm
rough.
so grateful, thankful, blessed that my knees aren't. They pop every once in a while, but
They work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God I don't have knee problems. I watched my sister growing up. She still does have knee problems.
I've had knee problems throughout the years, due to like an injury, hyperextension, or
I think
ACL.
I remember her falling on the concrete, just like boom, landing on her knees, and I think that's what damaged them
Yeah,
back then.
I killed myself as a kid.
Yeah. Well, we were.
It was the 70s.
Mine was my hands falling on my hands.
You kept breaking your wrist.
My wrist, yeah.
Gate Smasher, what's up? I'm appreciating all the posts you're putting up. I'm digging it. It's good to see you doing it.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Gate Smasher. You said I shared out your channel so that.
It said, I don't know what will come
I
into the
can't
room
even
tonight.
read. What the hell's wrong with me? I could not read that.
I think it's funny. Yeah, you never know. You never
That's
know.
cool. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah. I gotta clean
Glasses
them.
won't help me. I just can't read. I can read, I can't spit it out. That's the problem.
Yeah, I can spit it out.
I just can't say
Maybe
it.
not. Logically, what's the word? There we go. How's your week been going? Assuming he's asking us. I've had a good week, I can't complain.
A little busy.
Yeah.
Still got a lot going on.
Hoping on some rain, yeah. It missed us today. There's a good chance this weekend.
I just went out to the bar right before the show, and it's still cloudy over this way. I don't know what direction all that stuff was moving, but
I'm just gonna keep putting the link in chat. Fishing report. Let's see. What did you catch last?
out here,
Right behind the house.
pound and a half.
Yeah,
Good size.
what was yesterday?
Yesterday.
Because I know I walked in and you were sleeping. I couldn't show you the fish, but
Which one?
I think it was yesterday. I didn't catch one today.
Neither did I.
I didn't try. Oh, is there a new
Neither did I.
pope?
What?
Is there a new pope?
Is there?
Well, that's what Gatesmaster just said. New pope. Jim Cameron, squirrel. That's what it was like. Blackie, what's up? Good to see you. First American Pope? Really?
Interesting.
Where's he from?
Chicago. Jamie says, hi, Jamie.
Pope's from Chicago. What's up, Jamie? Hey, David. Good to see you.
That's funny.
Chicago Pope in the Vatican. That's going to be funny. Could have been worse. Could have been a New York Pope.
Ghost Dragon. Good to see you.
What's up, Ghost? That's interesting.
That is.
Well, I'm glad they got a boat.
was running around a lot this afternoon, so I didn't really pay attention to any news. Not that I ever do, really.
Yeah. No. I'm not Catholic, so not that it. Yeah. I've been. I'm
Supposed to be.
not Catholic, but I've been to the Vatican,
I'm supposed to be.
Which was
Well,
just amazing.
My family background, for the most part, yes. Okay.
Catholic, yeah. Well, the first time I got married in a Catholic church, so I had to go through the whole classes thing with my future wife at the time. Yeah, it was a nice wedding. Big. It was cool.
Yeah, my grandmother being from Italy and my dad. Pat was went to Catholic school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She was raised Catholic as well.
And then I kind of gave up on organized religion. I don't do church.
I said I was supposed to be.
Yeah. We got to do something about that. You know,
Hey,
you
Mark.
know what I'm talking about. What else? Yeah, I know they were. I guess it was the black smoke. When black smoke comes out,
I believe so.
they haven't picked the Pope, and then when the white smoke comes out, it's, or is it? I don't know.
Right, vice versa. WTF, Lokes, ting ting.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
What's cool in like Vatican City is they have this circle, and it's got all these columns, and the columns are probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 deep. So there's just these. It's cool as hell, but depending on where you stand in that circle, it only looks like there's one column.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
White smoke is the new Pope.
Okay.
Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah, that was a cool trip to go into the Vatican. Mark says whenever I see black smoke, it means I burnt the bangers on the Barbie. I know they're all wondering, what are bangers? I'm guessing sausage. What is a banger, Mark? Sharon. See, in England, I know they're bangers. Or sausage. Christy says kangaroo. Jim says sausage. Jamie says bangers and mash. What did Mark say? Sausage. Mystery bag, aka mystery bags. And yeah, they I'm pretty sure they do eat kangaroo over there.
For sure.
Those things are scary. You see how jacked a kangaroo gets?
Yeah.
That's just peculiar.
It is weird.
I mean, how? How does it,
Well,
like,
you're running on your arms all day.
but you're not. You're just got
Well,
those little
I
arms,
know.
but you're like,
Right.
you know. Christy said, sorry, Mark, if kangaroo was offensive.
Kate Smasher said, wasn't that a strip club? Bangers.
Bangers. It's either that or a gay bar.
Oh, Jesus.
Mark said not offensive at all. They're just too bloody hard to catch.
Right.
Blackie said kangaroo or deer on steroids. All right. Link is in chat. Anybody wants to click on, come hang out. I'm trying to pay attention to the backstage. Just not back there.
Well, I can't see it. I mean, I can, but I wouldn't be able to tell if somebody hopped on.
I wonder if anybody, I'm sure they have, like, eaten a platypus.
Oh, I don't know.
Tastes like chicken and duck and beaver.
Beaver.
And-
They're working on the house right across from us, next to his house,
to the left or the right.
right in front of your truck.
Nobody lives in that house.
I know. Somebody's in there working.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
And when I went to my car, that's how I knew. The door open and banging away in there for some reason.
Jim says, I think kangaroos are descendants of T-Rex with the short arms. Well, some say that those T-Rex arms might have been wings.
Right?
Yeah, I guess if I was in Australia, I would try their delicacies. I don't know the kangaroo's
course.
delicacy, but you know, it's be like just eating alligator here, or I don't know, just regional fare. WTF Mike says he's grilling a chicken Alfredo pizza. Sharon says, hello and welcome everyone. Glad you're all here. Remember, slap that like. You done any fishing? I don't know who she's talking to.
Not sure. Not today.
No, it's been really sporadic. I said the other day at even over at work. Usually you can catch a couple over there, but you really got to work for them. Jamie said he drop kicked that button on the way in. Now he's got to fix his computer.
Right.
Judy Wheeler. What's up, Judy?
Judy.
You know, someone was going to say it.
Excuse me.
Who was it that said that line? Cary Grant, wasn't it? Pretty sure. See, Christy said it too. So yeah, I enjoyed the day off. I felt like I was like, I should be doing something.
Yeah, but you haven't taken a day in a couple weeks.
No,
Yeah. You've been going
No, I'm getting hours in here and there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, but it's good.
There's little things like that you don't do all the time. Like I don't always clean the hull of the boat, like towards the water line. So you do get a water line, you get a scum line, and it starts to look like crap after a while. So that's been kind of working on that on the boats. I got to bring my kayak over there tomorrow. I'm definitely going to do that. Yes, I know there's a big alligator over there, but I haven't seen it in a
That
while.
worries me. Well, it worries me since there was a lady in
Yesterday in Lake Kissimmee
Kissimmee area.
that was pulled out of a canoe.
Well, they said what happened was her and her husband were just launched their canoe and went over top of a huge gator, and it knocked it over.
Oh, it tipped over the
It
canoe,
tipped
so they
over.
ended up in the water.
They ended
Okay.
up in the water, and she landed on top of it, basically.
So you hold on, don't let go.
And I guess it just turned and took her under.
Damn.
The husband tried to fight it off. He wasn't. I mean, he was injured, but he couldn't do anything. But what's really, really even more crappy is that this is the exact same place. What, a month ago? Was it? There was another female, I think, but yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Same place.
launch. Same launch.
Same launch.
Yes.
Same gator.
Almost the same exact spot, they said.
Same gator.
Nah,
Just saying,
who's to say, but they are actively out there searching for any gators in that area right now.
T.A. Roberts was talking about this last night and weird attacks in Florida, and it's a pretty good subject. They were on this bear attack, of course.
Yes, Jim. Polk County.
They're gonna throw in the possibility. Oh, was it a Bigfoot?
So when you talk about going in a kayak, yes, I am. I'm very concerned. I mean, even more so because he sent me video of this 10-foot gator that lurks around his dock where his boats are. I mean, I'm telling him he's staring at you. He's looking right at you. And he's big enough to leap up onto the dock. I guarantee he could jump out of the water. So, yes.
Well, you've seen them where they can, like guy all the chicken over the water off the boat and it'll come up and grab it. So I could see it getting enough momentum because it's that big that it could get its front paws on the dock.
Yep.
And its head.
Launch itself right out of the water. I've seen videos of them going after drones.
Tina, how are you? Yes. Yeah. And it was the first. Also, Florida had a bear attack. It was the first fatal bear attack in Florida. That was in Collier County, down the town called. Shit, what the hell was the name of it? Collier County's down by like the southwest Florida, down towards the Everglades.
My mind just went blank. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's Fort Myers. That's
It's bugging me because it's on the tip of my tongue. Because I know other towns with that name. So
well, the thing about the gators. People have to realize it's mating season right now.
that's it.
You cannot go anywhere near.
Ornery.
You cannot go anywhere near. I mean, you might as well. They turn into crocodiles. The attitude of crocodiles. They'll go after anything, anybody, with no hesitation. There's about a good 3-month period where that whole mating season, and not that you keep your guard down after that or any other time of the year, but that you know that most of the time they'll shy away. They normally shy away.
Gate Smasher says, if I'm on or near the water, I'm always looking for a gator. Got ocean beach gators these days, too, along with sharks and bears and snakes. It's not the Florida everyone thinks it is. No, there's a lot of crazy shit down here.
Yep.
It's like Florida is like
Everything is killing
Australia. It's like Australia. Everything wants to fucking kill you.
you. Everything's a predator.
Arizona's not much better.
No. Tell visitors to stay in Orlando. You should be safe. Mostly.
Stay
You
away
just
from-
have whole other issues to worry about.
Well, wasn't one of those attacks not that long ago in Disney World? Wasn't it a child that got killed within a year or two ago?
Yeah, I think so. And that's not the first time.
Well, Tina says if I'm on the edge of the water, I'm looking. Well, it's
You got to look before you get to the edge of the water.
yeah, it's something that I'm still getting used to. I'm just used to walking up onto a body of water and start fishing. You know, it wasn't. I'm getting better about it, but it was never like I didn't have to look for something that was going to eat me before I started fishing. Florida man with pit bulls and wild boars, and think about the bugs. Don't get me started on the bugs.
Oh my lord.
Sure. Like here in Louisiana, it could be dangerous. Yeah. It's another, I mean, there's danger everywhere you go out, you know, in the South. If a gator can live there, it's dangerous.
Tina says there are 13-foot gators in the lake at the end of our road. You know, that last one you saw on your lake was damn near that.
Jim says here we just have to watch for snakes and snapping turtles. Well, Florida is the shark attack capital of the world. I think it's the lightning strike capital of the world. Everything's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Louisiana does have more gators than Florida, actually, by like 1 million or 500,000. 1.5 million, I should say. $13-foot gator. I mean, that's huge compared to. I mean, that's a 10-foot. Plus, there's probably a 6-footer. I worry more about that 6-footer because that thing came as soon as I made. You know, I put my rod.
And that's what they're saying.
The tip of my rod in the water, and I just made a splash, and it just turned around and started beelining right towards that splash.
So anybody in a canoe or a kayak with a paddle is
Yes.
drawing attention. You're talking about going in a kayak tomorrow.
I'm not going to stay out of the water.
I'm just saying. I'm allowed to worry.
If that's my fate, so be it.
I'm allowed to worry.
I wouldn't go out and fight. Might get a pair of boots out of the deal. Who knows? New belt and wallet. Wendell, what's up? He's watching Squatch and Holler. Thanks for letting us know.
Right? Thanks.
That's cool. What are they talking about over there? Let's go find out. Where's my... Well, this is boring, so no. Stats, what's up? Good to
Hey,
see you.
good to see you, Stat.
Harold says, I will be interviewing a man who had scary encounter with Bigfoot in 1989 for my YouTube channel tomorrow. I will post on as soon as I can put it up on my show Wednesday. Well, good luck with the interview. That's cool. Isn't every Bigfoot encounter scary?
Scott B says everyone is live tonight.
Oh, really? What's going on, Scott? Squatch and Holler. Wild and Weird, West Virginia. What the hell is that? That's interesting. Is high strangeness in Bigfoot research being ignored? Let's find out who this is. I'm curious.
This conversation was really cool, and he had lunch. So
Oh, there's one of ours.
everybody,
Know where Trackley is.
oh, yeah, disclaimer here. Poor Heather.
I just don't know who these guys
Sorry.
are.
I mean, I wasn't there, but I saw the pictures and I talked to her later.
Anyway,
That would never happen.
enough of that. But that's interesting. I'm curious. I've never seen that channel before. Oh, wait. Chris Stapleton won Male Singer of the Year at the CMAs, and you were pulling for Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen just won a. Did Morgan Wallen show up? Let's start with that. Because the last
It's on now.
award show
There you
he was at, he won something. He didn't even show up for the show, for the award show. No, I like Morgan Wallen. So what did what's her name?
Lainey Wilson.
Yeah, her. That's all I gotta say is what's her name and look at her funny. She knows what I'm talking about.
I
What did she walk away with? Everything else?
think it might just be on now. I think it's the show's going on now.
Yeah, probably.
Tina said he might be passed out somewhere. She said, no, he didn't. He didn't show up.
Maybe it's just that's his thing is to snub the industry. I don't need your stinking awards. I don't know. I'm just was it Morgan Wallen that threw the chair off the building
Yeah.
up the
Yeah.
Nashville? He's opening where he opened a bar there, didn't he?
I believe so, yes.
That's where we got to go, Nashville. I haven't been there in
I've
a long
driven
time.
driven by there, through there.
I heard it changed a lot in the past
Never stopped.
15 years.
I'm sure it did, or has.
Hey, Bobby. He's in Florida, working in, Orlando.
Tina said, I don't think he handles the spotlight well, Morgan.
If you can get up on stage and perform, you can handle the spotlight.
Yeah, but it might be that, that one-on-one attention. I don't know. I can see
Maybe
it.
it's just home.
Yeah. Right?
Tina said he's crazy. The opinions expressed here are not mine. When they are, I'll let you know. Like I said, if you and Stevie come to Nashville, let us know. How far are you from Nashville? You're south. I know you're south. Probably Murfreesboro area. Somewhere down that way, I think. I remember. Mr. Haywood. What's up, buddy? Geez, I never reached out to Michael today.
I don't think I did either. Sorry.
No, I reached out to Ben. I know that. Sorry, Michael. Did you do any fishing today, Michael? So, where is it at? Link is in chat one more time. Yeah, actually, I want to go back and find out what the name of that channel was. Wild and Weird West Virginia. Huh. How many states does Tennessee border? Four? Maybe five. Alabama, North Carolina, Kentucky. What's on the maybe Arkansas? So 4 or 5. Trying to picture it in my head. Scott says at least 6. Okay, could be that much. Yeah, I'm lost on the northwest side of the state. I don't know what's over there. No, Kentucky's right there.
Erica says 6.
6.
Hey, Erica.
Scott B says 8. Tina G 5. A little trivia. Alexa said 8. Wow. Huh, I wonder if Georgia was no. Yeah, normally I would be like, hey, no, how many? I'm the first one to Google shit. Middle Upper Tennessee. Okay. No, I like Tennessee. Tennessee's pretty. I was surprised that it got so friggin' humid though. For some reason, when I got there, I was like, "Oh, it should be nice." And then the summer hit, and it was like, felt like I was in Florida. I'm trying to find my buddy a motor for his boat. I have access to motors, but they got to be fixed. I don't know what's wrong with them. Some are blown. Some I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy that what a new motor costs these days. People are paying for motors more than twice what I paid for this place.
Right.
True story. And then you see these boats with four motors on the back of a boat. That's just crazy. Judy said summer's like that here too, Mogs. Yeah, it was I like Nashville. Nashville is cool.
I didn't like the traffic.
I was just getting to
Rush hour traffic.
I was just getting to like know people downtown in the different places, bouncers here. When I applied for a doorman position for Big and Rich. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He had a private club downtown. Didn't get it, but So what? Here's this huge money pit. Motor is electrical, engine is mechanical. I'm being corrected. He's right, though. He's right. Why do they call it a motorbike? Motorcycle. Just saying. Where are we at? We're 38 minutes in. No one wants to pop on. Chickens. Gotta guilt them into it. This year, a 40-horse Suzuki, $7,500. Yeah,
Wow.
that's insane, man. Are there any American companies like Suzuki's Japanese, Honda? You know, you got all these Kawasaki, Yamaha. Is there any American companies like Force? That was what was that? Was that Mercury? Just curious. $2025 Yamaha 4-stroke, 40 horse, $8,500. Yeah, that's why I like Johnson. You're right. You're very right. I forgot about Johnson. Yeah, because I get a new, like, I got a new motor recently on one of my boats, and was so meticulous about breaking it in. You know, you got to go so many hours or so many minutes, whatever, at a certain RPM, and then raise it up and, you know, gradually do it and break it in over a 10-hour period. But with the Hondas, they're a little more forgiving. The only problem we've had that with that boat is it was a fuel issue, but it's been fixed, sort of.
It's been fixed.
That's been rectified. Remedy's good. Not necessarily fixed.
It's been remedied.
Evinrude, another one. Is Evinrude still in business? I know a lot of the American companies. Michael says it's like a crapshoot buying a used motor, in my opinion. Well, yeah, but it's like buying a used car. You know, there's some good ones out there. Hell, I went to look at somebody had a Boston Whaler sitting on a trailer for sale for a while, just up the road. And I stopped one day and I was looking at it. I'm like, yeah, this thing's a wreck. Like, it was messy and mildewy and filled with water. And there was the for sale sign was in the bottom of the boat. So I pulled it out and shook it off and looked at it. I was like, what? I wanted $17,500 for this. It was probably
Why it was sitting there for so long.
a 16, 17-foot Boston Whaler. No, like as a kid, that Boston Whaler was my favorite.
Oh no,
boat.
I get that. I get
Always
that.
wanted
I'm
it.
saying that's why
that was
boat sat there for
ridiculous.
so long, because it was ridiculously priced.
Song of the year. You look like you love me. I'm sure there were better songs than that, but congratulations.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
How you doing, Erica? You know, I wouldn't have either.
Now I got it in my head.
Did Jackson Dean get nominated for anything?
Well,
He fucking
better.
deserves it. He's actually, when is that?
End of June.
Is it? I thought it was like May.
I think it's June 29th. Something like that.
29th. It's May 29th.
I think it's June.
No,
I think it's June. I'm gonna look.
so I think it's in 3 weeks.
I'm gonna look.
There's a little entertainment venue here called Wakaiva Island.
Oh, never mind.
And they're having a concert. One concert. I think it's only an hour set,
It
but
is.
Jackson Dean is doing an hour set of acoustic.
In a
But
park.
I would have gotten the VIP tickets with the meet and greet and all that, but they sold out.
We didn't hear.
And now it's like, do I want to do general admission? Like where you bring a seat and you go sit in the lawn? Scott B says about 200 per horsepower. Yeah. Don't let your motor go out while you're at the top of Niagara Falls. I'm just reading. Once again, the link is in chat.
No, I guess I was thinking June 24th is at the Grand Ole Opry.
I wonder how many times he's performed there. He's been around for a while.
I think
He's
that's
been,
his first time there.
interesting.
June 24th at 7 p.m.
Grand Ole Opry.
There's still tickets available.
I never went there. I went by there. Like I went to it's because where it's located, there's like this shopping mall nearby.
Yeah,
or
there's.
whatever.
I've seen where it is. It's kind
And-
of weird.
I used to hang out like next to the Ryman Auditorium because that's like right the back doors of all the bars. There's an alley there, and that's that one wall is like the Ryman. It's right there. Scrappy says, I've got a 190 horsepower on my fishing ski. The biggest one we have is a 150. It's a brand new Honda. 2025 motor on a 2024 boat. But can't complain. And then the others are 2 Yamahas. One's a 150 and one's a 115. Opry Mills, that's right. I'm like, some mall. No, we drove by there, but I didn't check it out. Michael says, dang, Scott, that'll stretch your arms out skiing. They're not my boats, Scott. I work for a boat club. We have Sailfish, 19-foot Sailfish. That's got the 115 on it. It's a center console walk around fishing boat. And that's a 2018, and we got a 2024. It's a Sportcraft Tri-Tune that's got the 150 on it, the Honda. And the other one's a Crownline Bow Rider. That's got a 150 on it. I don't know the year of the Crownline though, but I know everything's for sale. So
This is true.
gotta sell them in order to get new ones. So hopefully I'll be getting some new boats. I want one extra. I want one more boat. I want like a 4th boat. Yes, more work. Yes, we need another pontoon boat. Growing up, our boat had an Evinrude. That thing would skate across the water. No, what's cool is you go to some of these stores down here, and they have the old motors like up on the wall, just from like from like the first ones. I don't know what year they were from, but it's like might even be 1800s. Um, it's just amazing how they've evolved. Then they have these motors. I don't know what they cost. I have to look into those. But they're outboards, but they're not marine. They're not a traditional outboard. It's more like a lawnmower engine. And these guys stand up. They have longer tillers, and it's I don't know what exactly you call it. I say lawnmower engine, but it's that type of engine. It's not a marine engine. I'm babbling, guys. Somebody click that link.
Right?
Yeah, you're so talkative too.
I know.
I know you're still feeling under the weather, though.
I am.
Just can't seem to shake it.
And I'm doing everything I can to try. Everything's shy of going to see a doctor, and I hate going to the doctors. I hate going to the doctor.
Like a Go Devil type motor. I don't know what a Go Devil is. Let's find out. I'll let you know. No, that's not what I wanted. Go Devil motor. Long tail engines. Yeah. Just not the long tail. You guys know what a traditional outboard looks like, but this is what I'm talking about. The motor on top isn't, it's more of like a lawnmower engine or something along those lines. I guess they're designed for shallow water, because I see them on a lot of John boat type boats out here. And I'm pretty sure some of those guys are gator hunters. Mud motor. See? Yeah, shallow. Tina, we do too. I used to watch the motor would be flushed in water barrel because of the salt water. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that because I'm in freshwater. And I don't have to deal with barnacles.
Right.
Oh fuck, man! Down in Crystal River, we did a Boston whaler for someone. This was a 36-foot Boston whaler. We did the bottom of it. We scraped it, and I was the one who had to get underneath this thing.
Your back was torn up.
Because no matter what, I couldn't help but lay on the barnacles I've already scraped.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was brutal.
I remember that.
Yeah, well, with fresh water, I just need some hull cleaner and, little elbow grease, and it comes right off. But that was brutal. No console motor. No, it's a tiller steer. You're steering, behind you, not with a helm. And they're loud. They're like my motors, my outboards are quiet. You hear these things coming. The other ones. Michael, what's going on with you, buddy? Good to see you. Scott says, I'll leave skiing to my 8 grandchildren. Hopefully they fish too.
Right.
Yeah, Mike. Oh, I didn't know what the hell a Go Devil motor was. Now I know. But now that looking at them, I guess I'm sure they're expensive. What's up, Wendell?
How did you do?
Doing well. Doing well. What's new with you?
Just had to spend a few $100 to get my car fixed.
That always sucks. What was wrong with it?
The CV joint went out. You wouldn't go forward or backwards.
That's no fun. Front wheel drive?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was over there. I got bored with Roger and them, so I come back over here.
Don't say that too loud.
Right.
What are they doing over there?
They talking about the last time they was up at LBL doing a camp out.
Are they doing one this year?
Not yet. If they do, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I want to go back to the LBL.
Yeah, me too.
That was I enjoyed that.
I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I'd like to, but I loved being there when I was there.
Oh, we
I
had this
wasn't very
amazing
mobile.
campsite, and it was just
I
freaking awesome.
wasn't very mobile back then. I just got my legs, my prosthetics.
Greetings, Papa Craig. Good
Probably-
to see you.
Probably just 3 months before.
Yeah,
that
you
trip.
weren't that mobile.
No, so I was able to walk down, sit by the lake, and walk around a little bit, but I couldn't explore. It killed me. I wanted to get in the water. I did. I really did. But yeah, I'd love to go back now. Papa Craig, good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't see chat now, so
Erica says, Mogs, how did you know to ask that question about Wendell's vehicle? About what? Being a front wheel drive? Because he said it wouldn't move. So that's one of his axles.
Yeah.
CV axle. It's not going to move. It's fucked up.
yeah. Yep.
I changed on your old car. I put new CV
Wow.
axles in. Yeah, I'm mechanically inclined to.
Might need
So-
it on the new one.
Huh?
Might need one on the new one.
Why?
It's starting to make a noise on the driver's side.
You've been saying.
That's where mine went out at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually does. Driver's side on front wheel drive.
It's just to loosen up behind the wheel.
I guess. It's like I was like, huh? Can't fuck
Well, that
with me.
could go
I'm-
for
I'm
either driver, you know.
upset. What's
That
that
could
one?
go for either one of the vehicles there.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
I used to work on my cars. I can't do it no more.
I like working on cars. You know, I don't know engines. Like, I mean, I can take a piece off, put it back on, replace it, whatever. But getting into engines, like I couldn't rebuild an engine. I couldn't hone like take it apart and hone out a block or anything like that. I never got that into it. But I can change the oil and spark plugs and do repairs if necessary, but nothing like major shit.
Me too. For the most part, I've learned
Yeah,
about
I can turn the wrenches. I can't diagnose the problem. Or I used to could turn the wrenches.
Michael Haywood says Wendell went to the Bo Duke driving school.
No, I taught him. What I can't figure out is how he got a blue wrench.
Oh, he's had one. I liked working on cars before they had computers, and there was room in the engine compartment to work on them.
They were easier to work with.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to make
You
them
gotta-
impossible to work on. You
To
have to
change
take
the-
them to the dealership.
Well, no, I
Now
get to
you have
change.
to pull the engine out to change spark plugs.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
To change the plugs on my truck, half of them I have to pull just to do the other 3. I have to take off the intake manifold off the top, and it's ridiculous.
Craig says, I'm a YouTube certified mechanic.
There you go.
There's a video for everything.
And that's what I used YouTube for originally. Like, how to. Oh, there's got to be a video on that. Let's find out. And sure enough, there's a video.
Yeah. If you can find your right vehicle.
Erica says, Moog, Stevie B, do a brief how-to basic vehicle knowledge video, please. Well, it's funny because, I'm sure a lot of people don't know how to change a tire.
No,
Younger people.
no,
Yeah.
God, no. It's call somebody.
Yeah, AAA. I mean, but that's what it's for. AAA's been around forever. But
Yeah.
just in that instance where you have to change a tire, somebody's going to call somebody, get a tire changed.
Yeah, that was strange. You had AAA, but you didn't have a cell phone back then.
Right? Yeah, how did that work? I was
you have to walk to the phone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You were walking
And
either
now you
way.
can't even. Now you
I
can't
remember
find
being on
one.
the side of the road stuck.
Yeah. Me too.
And now you can't find a payphone nowhere.
No.
Nobody'd ever want to let you use their phone.
No.
Walk into a store. No. You already knew before you walked in there they were going to say no.
Well, can you call them for me?
Right?
You make the phone call. Just reading. Michael Haywood says, never question the authority bestowed upon me, Wendell.
Yeah, right.
Except thanks to Chad, and I know how to drive a manual, but I never jump started a battery.
Oh, really?
I have many times. I've actually jump started for other people that were.
Well,
I
most
see
people
somebody
go.
stop.
Proper way is to go with go positive, and then go ground to ground, but don't go to the battery. Go to the body of the truck or the car. Go to metal.
Yeah.
And
If
on
you
both
can find
ends.
any now.
And when you do it, just make sure that the vehicle's running. Like after you hook it up, the donor vehicle, start it and let it run for a couple of minutes, and then try and start it.
I learned how to drive a manual in the Army. I was driving a deuce and a half. I was given a deuce and a half to drive and learn on the fly.
How many gears do you have?
Yeah, shit, I think it was 6. I think. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't remember. Let me think.
Well, I have driven a 13-speed at one time.
There were 6.
My first,
And
I
then,
my first vehicle was a manual. I bought it. I didn't even know how to drive manual. I thought
yeah,
I
I'm not
did the
even
damn
sure
thing.
when did I spend that long ago.
I used to love having the 3 on the tree.
I still have my license. I could probably go look. I can't even remember.
Actually, I took my driving test in a manual, didn't I?
For the Army, I did.
I didn't like the 4-speed in the floor or the 3-speed in the floor, but I like
Yeah.
the 3-speed on the column.
I never drove with it with the shifting on the column.
No, me either. It's always been on the
I had
floor.
it. my stepfather had a 62 Chevrolet Biscayne, and it had the 3-speed. And my grandfather had a 64 Ford pickup, had it.
Wow. But even since I had to learn a manual, I had to learn in a manual rust-colored Pinto station wagon. We had a Pinto
The first
when
car I
was,
actually owned was a 62 Thunderbird.
Oh wow!
And then I got a 68 Ford Torino with a 351 Cleveland. And then I got a 67 Cougar with a 289.
Wow.
We took a 73
That's it.
Nova, put a 396 big block turbo 400 transmission and a 10-bolt positive traction rear end in it.
That's some balls.
And
I always like
one weekend was messing around. We took a torque converter out of a Vega and put in there. The thing, you start off at a dead standstill and stomp it, you would burn rubber from one end of the street to the other. But if you tried to drive it normal, you'd have to floor it to get 45 miles an hour out of it.
Papa says I learned on a tractor, farm truck, and Rambler. Excuse me.
Well, I drove Humvee in the Army because the only reason was because I qualified for a 50 caliber and I had to have something to carry it on. So they made me
Quit.
take the test, and that was back in the early 90s when they were just being popular in all the units, the Humvees. It came out in the late 80s, but by the early 90s, everybody had them. So they do the 50 caliber at me. It was one of two people that qualified expert for it. So I got stuck with that shit. That heavy ass
50
damn
Barrett.
Oh my god. It was fun though. I used to love firing. With that, got the privilege to go to the range anytime I wanted to. So I like to go at night.
She was at the range. I guess they were qualifying with the 50 cal, and there was another girl that was next
My
to
buddy,
She was
been through training
qualifying.
together, and her and I both, we teamed up, and we had already qualified. They let us come out for using tracers at night, and basically only ones on the range. We had the guy up in the tower, the sergeant up in the tower, and a couple people hovering back. But she's in the foxhole to the left of me, and we're waiting for the tower to clear so we could start firing. And they gave us the clear, and we both fired that first. First three that went out, the very first one you saw, hers and mine just met together and poof, we just stopped.
So two bullets collided.
You hear the sergeant up in the tower say, "What the fuck was that?"
Two 50 cal bullets collided.
Yeah, with the tracers, it was like fireworks. It was cool, but I mean, what are the odds of doing that shit again? That was so fun. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was talked about for a long time.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Blackie says, Stevie, 50 cal, I'm jealous.
Right. It was funny because my friend Becky, she's such a tiny girl. The first three rounds, it lifted her up. I could see her jump, like she was jumping, and it's okay. I kind of fired downrange, but seeing her at the same time, so it was definitely an accident that they collided. But yeah, that was fun. But in
That's
order
what
to
when you go boogering.
That's a heavy round, man.
Oh, I was watching something the other night, and we sold the 50 caliber. I said I miss firing that.
Oh yeah, the dude was taking like 1,000-yard shots.
Yeah, I was like, I miss that.
I mean, that's a projectile that doesn't even need to hit you to fucking take you out.
No.
The longest shot I ever made was with a British 303 rifle that I bought.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
What was the longest shot though? How far was it?
It was at least a quarter of a mile.
It's a long way. There's so much involved with that.
Oh yeah.
Wind and geez, curvature of the earth. You know.
Where I was living at, the people next door had just cleared all the property, and I took a 5-gallon bucket over there and sat down in the middle of the road, way off over there. I was on where I lived at. I was up on a hill. I could see way out across there, and I went over there and set a bucket up and took my rifle and filled it full of holes.
Sure.
Doggy agreed.
Probably Maya didn't perk up.
I think she stirred.
Yeah,
Wendell Quigley.
well, I'm pretty good with a pistol still.
I haven't shot. In
I feel like
ages.
I can be. I just haven't in years.
Not allowed.
I mean, I need to. I should. I have a free range within 40 minutes of here, I think. If that, maybe a half-hour drive.
Yeah,
I was always good with a rifle.
Oh, well,
Anything aimed with, bow, throwing darts, you know.
I went out and bought me a 9mm and took off over here in the forest and found me a spot where I could do a little practicing. And there's about a 3-inch tree, about 100 feet away from the side of the road, and I poked a few holes in it.
Michael says Wendell shot in the morning and hit the target at lunchtime.
that's crazy. I made the mistake about shooting everyone in the battalion. I kind of feel like that was me with my unit, but that's how I got stuck with the 50 caliber. But I got stuck with it before I even fired it, which, was kind of funny. I think I was intimidated by its size and weight and learning how to, break it down, put it back together, tear it down. But yeah, once I got on the range and started firing, I'm like, oh yeah, this is fun. But I go into the Army and that's where I learned I'm a pretty good shot. I used to be anyways. I'm hoping it's like riding a bike, you kind of don't forget. We lost Wendell. I hope it's that you don't forget, because I need to get back out there. I feel like it would be good therapy for me, if anything. But
go out there and destroy shit.
No, just hit some targets, get it back again.
Sorry, I had to turn the AC on. It got warm in here.
I mean, I went into the Army not having any experience with any weaponry, but I did win a free weekend R&R for firing a M9 grenade launcher twice in the tank.
You hit the same fucking spot,
yeah,
didn't you, twice?
I did. And what's funny is I found that weekend pass, remember, not long ago?
Yeah.
I told you this story probably years before.
Tell this story.
I was in basic training and we were just learning grenades. So they showed us how to attach the M9 grenade launcher to our M16 and took us out on the range, and there's a tank about 200 yards out. We had paint pellet grenades, huge pellets of bright orange blue. Lined us up. I get mine. It's an orange pellet. Line it up. Wait for them to tell us to fire, and one by one, we send our pellet downrange. Mine hit right on the top of the tank. I still don't even remember the name of it, where you climb in at that part of the tank. It landed perfectly center of that. It was bright orange, and the drill sergeant noticed. They took notice. It was a couple of them. It was three of them actually standing at the end of the line, and I was probably third person from the front of the line.
I think they call that a hatch.
They go that, yes. Thank you. They go down the line. There's probably 30 of us out there. So after everybody's done, I get called out, and I bet you can't do that again. I see. I kind of was a shit talker. I got dropped for push-ups a lot when I was in boot camp, but it gave me a relationship with the drill sergeants. They challenged me a lot. They saw that I hit the hatch perfectly, damn near. Said that if I could do it again, bet you can't do it again. If you do it again, same spot, we'll give you a free weekend, free pass for the weekend. You're in boot camp. They don't do that. They don't even offer. They don't even joke around about letting you loose for a free weekend during basic training. So I'm like, oh, fucking A. I got this. You know, I lined it up. They shut everybody up. I lined it up. This time it was blue. Boom. Exact. I mean, you could barely see the orange from the blue on the outline. It was almost damn near a perfect shot. And I won my weekend pass. They stayed true to the bet. I got let loose. Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Didn't know shit about Fort Jackson. I just basically landed on the plane, got out, and got picked up by the drill sergeants. So here I'm let loose, walking outside of the base. I see the shopping center. There's a couple hotels. I got a room, got some Chinese food. Went to the movies. There was a mall right there. I went to the movies, and it was basically just a overnight pass. It was Saturday night going into Sunday. I had to be back Sunday night, but I walked through the mall, found a movie theater. Don't know anybody. There's nobody I can call. Hey, I'm in town. They let me out. Go to the movie theater. Ain't shit playing. I ended up watching Malcolm X. 3-hour movie because I didn't want to sit in a hotel room by myself, and it was rainy and shitty outside. It was dead of the summer. Hot. I didn't want to go exploring. I was just glad to be free for a minute. But yeah, probably about a few months ago, I was digging through some bags of stuff that, from when we moved into this place. And in the lining of my bag, I guess the cardboard piece of a backpack, under that was my wallet from when I was in the Army. I thought I had long lost, which had my driver's license and some old photos of friends that I served with. And then, last page, I'm like, oh, no shit, there's that weekend pass. So I brought it out here, showed him, because I had told him the story a long time ago.
Well, it's good that you found it.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm so glad that Janet's home and healing.
Absolutely. That is so
It's awesome to hear. Michael Haywood says they made a movie about Wendell. Full Metal Jackass.
Oh, no.
Keep on, Michael. Keep on.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that was just one of my experiences in basic training. But I found I was good with weapons, all weaponry. I'm a pretty good shot. I think it's not even a talent. It's just that I listened to the person that was instructing me before basic training, before I was allowed to fire a weapon. I was allowed to join my unit at Fort Belvoir for the first year. It's kind of a unique situation, but being that I was able to train with them, they taught me how to break down the M16. They taught me about firing the weapons. I just wasn't allowed to actually do it. But everything that they had said to me registered by the time I got into boot camp, and I think I applied it. Listen, kind of like having you in the back of my head when I'm
knew
fishing.
How to take apart an M16 before it, and the person next to you was like, "How the fuck do you know how to do that?"
Yeah. But I was always challenged. I think because I was a good shot, they really did test me, put me to the limit in my testing. Cool. I miss it. I haven't been out on a range. I haven't fired a weapon. It's been years. I hope I'm still good at it. I think I would be. I just need to get out there and do it. Get it
But
back.
the only
again.
thing that would change that is if your eyesight's gone bad.
Yeah. Well, I had glasses. That's actually how I found that I was nearsighted because of trying to find that 300 yard, and further. That's where I found that I needed glasses for seeing far away.
Judy said, Stevie, this brought back memories.
Yeah, I think it's cool that you found that wallet where you have your memories back again.
Yeah. Yeah, that tripped me out.
I've been shooting since I was a kid. Like, I don't even remember. I remember being like 7 years old, 8 years old, shooting with my dad at the range. Remember one time I
started out with a Daisy.
was sitting with my arms on the bench when I was a kid one time, and I was holding like a 32 snub nose or whatever it was, and as soon as I pulled the trigger, that hammer went boink right in my forehead. Just sitting there, all like shock bloods just running down my forehead.
I hope you know you're drinking your son's juice.
Yeah, I started out with a Daisy BB gun.
Yeah, I had a Crossman BB gun.
Jay says, Annie Oakley, Stevie B. I started laughing because I'm like, yeah, Jay, if I remember to bring it with me. That was my thought when I read that.
But you really didn't need it.
Well,
Ultimately.
I ultimately didn't, thank God, but there was a minute there that I really, really fucking wanted it with me. And I didn't have it. And it was in that realization that I knew I didn't have it is when I wanted to go for it,
Yeah.
and didn't see it, and then realized I left it back at Jay's house underneath the seat of my truck. Yeah, that sucked. Which is crazy because I've never forgotten to grab my weapon anywhere, and that just blew my mind.
Yeah, when you got out there, this is just talking about when you came out to Arizona. And when you said you didn't have it, I was like, what?
Exactly. I mean, I was mad at myself because I never do that. I never leave my weapon, especially knowing that I'm traveling cross country damn near.
Yeah.
Damn sure wouldn't have left it purposely, that's for sure.
Where were you?
I never went in the military, so I don't have no memories of that. I was just born in the Army hospital.
So you were in the military.
Right.
Well, I guess if you look at it that way.
Quite literally.
I joined the Navy, but that didn't work out.
Yeah, they tell me my daddy was a cook in the Army, and he went to Germany.
That's what I was.
Yeah, that's what
I was a
Stevie
cook
was.
in the Army.
What do they call it? Mess management specialist.
No.
That's what they call it in the
No.
Navy.
Yeah. Food service specialist.
I don't know if he was a good cook or not, so I kind of worry about how the poor folks getting the food work came out.
You know, yeah, you gotta cook more.
I know.
I cook like every night. But I don't mind. I enjoy cooking.
I used to. By the time I cook a meal now, my legs hurt so bad and I'm so
That's the other reason I
wiped
cook.
out. And I do cook occasionally. What was the last thing I made?
He heated up a Popeye.
No, chicken farm. Chicken farm.
Oh, the chicken
I
parm was
had
good.
some potatoes the other day.
Say that again.
I fried some potatoes the other day.
The other day.
Yep.
I haven't fried potatoes in a while. I kind of got away from them.
It does sound good.
But yeah, I love. Ask Papa Craig. He knows about me frying potatoes. My breakfasts are like famous.
He makes this wonderful breakfast scramble. Oh my god, campfire.
Maybe we'll get together. I get to try it out sometime.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like we went when we were in Hollands. What did I cook? Oh, I cooked a rack of ribs. And with what I had, I came up with a pretty good friggin' Carolina barbecue sauce. Because I didn't bring any barbecue sauce. I was like, shit. And I was like, well, what do we got? And Michael was like, damn, this is pretty close. Because he's from the Carolinas. No,
Yeah.
more of a vinegar based. Or no, it was mustard based.
I don't like the ones that taste like vinegar.
Jay. I'm trying to think of where we were, Jay. I think that was up around Atlanta. I think right outside of Atlanta. 4 a.m. There's 2 armed security guys outside the door. That's the kind of area we were in.
The Waffle House?
Yes. It was the only
Yeah,
place
there's-
in miles. We've been looking for something to eat for a couple hours.
Oh, yeah, Michael's had my cooking too. He said everything what was cooked was good.
That's what I said.
There's
think I've-
a lot of
anything
places in Atlanta that if you don't go armed, you don't come back.
Yeah, I have no reason to go near Atlanta.
I'm guessing that's where it was. I can't imagine it was much further than that because we were. It might have been. I don't know. I don't remember where it was. I just remember pulling up to it and seeing that there's an armed guard outside the door and one inside, and thinking,
Excuse me.
okay, this isn't the best neighborhood. I thought Jay was going to freeze to death.
Why?
It was so freaking cold in there. It's
There's
like an ice box.
there's a Waffle House up in Woodstock, Georgia. I used to stop in there when I was making my deliveries, and I would run into like Buff Bagwell and a few other wrestlers in there.
Sure. Oh, that's an old name. Buff Bagwell.
Yeah. Well, I'm friends with Randy Stewart.
I'm not sure who that is.
Rockin' Randy Stewart was what he went by.
Southern wrestler.
Yeah. He wrestled in Florida, all over Georgia, and he'd been to Mexico. And I actually had him on my podcast the other day.
Oh, really? Right on. That's very cool.
He has a bunch of TV and radio stations now. He owns Roku. And
Really?
yeah. He had me on one of his shows Thursday before I had him on my show.
Very cool. Michael says I spent 2 weeks in Atlanta for railroad school. Scared of that place.
I actually lived there a long time.
Kraken says, Mr. Haywood, sir, you're a suck ass. Fucking. Who was it that was on recently and Michael didn't stand a chance? Oh, it was This
Miss
Dill.
Dill. Just lost chat.
I had
Even
Kathy Louvern, the daughter of the Louvern, Ira Louvern, the Louvern brothers, on the other day too.
I don't know what that is.
They were
Or
gospel. They did gospel singing back in the 60s and early 70s before Ira died in a car crash. And they're actually distant kin of my stepfather's as well.
Okay.
That's how I got to know them and be friends with her to get her to come on my show.
Yeah, I don't know anybody famous.
Here by 7:30.
Huh?
We gotta leave here by 7:30.
Okay.
And of course, there's only one I can depend
Of course.
Michael says, Kraken, you mess with me and I'll sick Joe Parker on you.
I'll sick Pam on you. I sick Pam and Phyllis on you, Michael.
Sparky's Paranormal and Outdoors, what's up? He says, oh my lordy, I missed 91 minutes of awesome. Damn you, YouTube. He didn't
Well-
notify me. What were we going to say?
I was going to say I was on that other podcast with Roger and them, and they're still going. I got them on my TV over here, but
Oh,
I got the
really?
volume turned down.
We'll do 2-3 hours.
Yeah, they
Easily.
do a long show.
Yep.
Yeah,
They start at 8 and they just whenever.
Yep. Conversation
That's cool.
keeps going. You know.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to hear all the stories that they got and stuff.
Put the shit in the trash can.
But
That's the only
after-
downfall about doing shit in the same time slot is I can't watch it.
I know,
I mean,
right?
live.
yeah,
Because I enjoy hanging out in those lives.
yeah. But the stories that they was telling, I'd done heard 15 times, so I was getting bored. So I
Where's he
came over here and joined you.
That one again.
How you doing?
So I came over here and joined you because
I
I'd
know.
seen you was having some.
Won something. Tina
You
says
was going
Well,
We just
Laney Wilson just won something.
Where's WTF and the other fella at tonight?
who's that, Ben?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. WTF was here earlier. I don't know where he went. Mogs, has Michael Haywood sent you fish? I haven't seen mine. Nope. Can't say he did. Our deal's for venison. Haven't seen any of that either.
Yeah, here's he went fishing the other day, caught him some minnows and took pictures of other people's fish and said those were his.
Yeah. One time he sent me the same picture of the same sunfish like 3 different times. He just took 3 different pictures and then spaced them out as he sent them, saying, "Oh, I caught another one."
Yeah.
Windows muted.
I didn't do it.
Got it. I can't do it. Wendell, you're muted. God, I can't even say it. I'm telling you.
Okay, you unmute
Okay.
yourself. There you go. Because every time I do it,
Yeah.
yeah, he mutes himself again.
Yeah, this new phone, I need to get a protective case where I don't hit all the buttons all the time.
right?
You
gotta
touch
get
the edge of the screen and it'll cut you off altogether. That's what happened a few minutes ago.
I got to get a new case for mine. I was using my old one and it didn't quite fit right. Tina G, probably female artist of the year. Probably.
Probably.
I don't have anything against her.
I
I
don't
mean, there's
either,
one
just that
song
one.
you don't like.
There's one song. It just annoys me.
Which one
Yeah,
is
what
it?
I was
Watermelon
said when I-
Moonshine. That Watermelon Moonshine song.
Yeah, what I said when I had my mic muted was it's interesting all the people I've got to be friends with in the past year.
Oh yeah, in this community.
Yes, I'm telling you, I got over 100 and something new friends, and I keep getting friend requests every day.
Well, the
Enjoy
greatest
it.
thing about this community is the people. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, we've made family. I've found family in this community.
Absolutely.
And that's how we
That's-
found each other.
That's yeah. I mean, we first met in chat in Paranormal Portal, and then
Yep.
and then Bigfoot Odyssey, and you know, that's where her and I met. That's why I say, you know, sounds stupid, but Bigfoot changed my life.
All right.
and you know what? My claim to fame is in the Bigfoot community. What
What?
got me famous? I took the pictures at LBL when we went up there, and nobody else did. I just took
Oh, wow.
pictures, and that got me in the door, I guess.
It's funny because I bring a camera. I don't take pictures when I'm out
No,
there.
we're
I was
just
I
too
should be
involved.
filming. I should be this.
We're
and I
just too involved in everything and not thinking of filming or recording. Not at all. I say that all the time.
mean, like,
anytime I see something happen,
like-
I'm like, damn, why didn't I record that?
Sitting there having a conversation with Bama Murdoch one night. It would have made a great interview. It would have made a great video.
Yeah,
You know,
I
just the
actually
story.
got to go camping with him up in Bankhead a few weeks ago,
All right, on.
about a month ago. That was great. We swung by over at Greg's house, and Kumbo came over in the woods, and we went out and made some hollers. And
How long were you out there?
3 nights, I think's what it was, and then a storm came in, and I came home early.
Hey, Joe, tell Pat I said hi. Please.
I'm looking forward to June to hang out with these folks again
Where?
back at Hollins. Gonna be a few, so not a whole bunch of folks. They just a few of them coming in for the convention and hanging out down there because they're
Is
gonna have
so they're still having the convention in Anniston. So is
Yeah.
Hollins the same weekend?
yeah.
Okay.
There's about 10 or 15 of us going to hit the woods down there and camp while they come up for the convention.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got the invite. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to swing it though.
Yeah, I don't know about taking time off. I'm taking a lot of time off this week.
Although I know I'd go back to Hollins, I just wouldn't put my trailer where it was.
Yeah, down that hole, the hard place to get in and out of.
Back in flocks.
Fucking hill. Yeah, I still got Joe's blocks, the leveling blocks for mobile homes.
Yeah,
Mr. Parker hooked me up, and I told him I'd send him back, but I still haven't gotten his address yet. And he's like, "No, keep them," but you know,
He'll get him back.
somehow. But we were on that crazy hill, man. If anything slipped, we were just going down.
Man, that's
He
right.
would have taken out a few tents and.
Right. Gotta
well, why
stop.
didn't you come up on top of the hill?
What's that?
It was kind of
It was packed already by the
yeah.
time we got there.
That's kind of the direction we went, and next thing I know, we're
There's what 4 sections on top of the hill. That one, the first one where you come up off the road down there, there wasn't
Isn't that
nobody
Mark-
camping down there.
was
except,
Mark down there?
No, David Beasley was the only one camped down there at that first wide spot. Then Mark and them was in that next spot. Then
Yeah,
then up there where Greg was at in the third spot, and over in the fourth spot where you go down to the road up to the
road.
green field.
yeah, that's back
That's
where
where I was
Where's my
Where Patrick got his shoes caught fire. That's where Patrick set his shoes on fire.
I don't know who we're pulling up here yet. Let's find out. What's up, man?
Oh, what's going on?
Drinking Jack Sparky. What is that? Boo head. Right on. So how you doing, man?
Hanging out, dude. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Doing good. Surviving another Thursday night.
Just got off a couple lives, talking to a couple people. We're talking about Bigfoot. We're talking about spirits. It's been a good night.
We cover anything and everything.
That's why I love your channel. That's why I love it.
Stevie and Mogs, we were glad to have y'all. We would love being there.
Right? Want to do it again sometime?
It's just, I don't know what my season's going to be like, and getting off work, I have to put it way ahead of time to get the days off. Michael says, I like where we camped. No, it was a cool location. It was just a little precarious,
Getting it set up.
getting it leveled, and
Oh, yeah. Sturdy.
one end the bunk was 3 feet off the ground. The other end it was 5 feet off the ground.
Well, that's not the problem, right? Summertime. It's like it gets busy as hell. So it's like you're trying to fit on all your fun stuff with all your work stuff and all your honeydew stuff. It's like to get all the camping out. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's a good escape.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I got where all I do basically sit here and watch YouTube. So there ain't much of the shows I haven't seen. And going down camping is my only thing that I do.
It's basically, we get out and camp. We fish more than anything.
Right.
And once in a while we'll get in the woods and go hiking, but that's few and that's rare.
Well, I think I wander around in the woods more than you, but
So what's your big goals for this year, dude? Think about where you want to go, what you want to do. What is your main goal this year?
I don't know.
I can't think of that.
I don't. You know what?
In this moment,
I always do things pretty much.
You gotta think about it. Is that you have to have some kind of plan? Come on.
no. For me, right now, with what I got going on in my life right now, I can't even think of anything like that.
You can't make plans.
I can't. I absolutely can't. As much as I'd love to.
That
Okay.
ain't right.
No, things I'd like to do. I'd like to get up to Tennessee, go to the conference up there, or
That'd be
get
cool.
to Alabama or go to LBL. I want to do these things. you know, but it was easier when I wasn't working. But
I just
now with
found out there's
responsibility,
a
yeah, for like 2
museum.
years or whatever, I had that ability to travel around.
I just found out there's a museum close to me that I didn't know about. It's in Wedowee.
Wedowee.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go down there and check that out.
I've been to one Bigfoot museum.
I've never been to
And
one.
That was
when
in
Never
Dowie?
even seen
Northern
one yet.
Georgia.
Okay.
I haven't even seen one. Not yet.
No,
I thought he had a
Wedowee's
stroke
in
for a minute. I'm
Alabama.
like, what name is that? It's like Wendowie. I have never heard a town called Wendowie.
Wedowee.
We have Lake Wedowee. We have Lake Wedowee down here in Alabama.
Huh. Learn something.
I'm
every day.
enjoying like seeing all these different southern states because I didn't explore the South a lot when I went from the East Coast to the Southwest up to I did Tennessee. I was there for like less than a year, but I didn't get to visit like Alabama. I did Alabama for a month once, but I didn't see the state, you know.
I'll just take road trips.
What you gotta remember is I didn't
Yeah.
drive for 21 years.
I didn't live anywhere but Northern Virginia and DC area until I moved to Florida. But I explored the fuck out of every
Oh yeah,
Other state,
you've
south,
driven across country.
yeah,
And,
a few times.
yeah.
But
We have
a lot of time
people
in Georgia,
chat
North
right
Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia.
Gate
You
Smasher
ever
says
go
I've heard
to
of
the-
our week.
You ever go to Cherokee, North Carolina?
Yep, couple times.
No.
I camped up there at one of the KOA campgrounds and went up there to Mingo Falls. I had a great time that week.
Yeah, I've camped up there.
I stayed in Richlands, North
Twice, I
Carolina
think.
for like 4 months, and that was just before I went to Nashville. Before that, I was up northeast, Jersey, New York.
So
The only
everybody in
thing-
chat right now, if you have not subbed to this channel, please sub. If you haven't hit the notification bell, please hit that so you have all the notifications of this channel going up live. And then hit that like button. And please feel free to ask Moggs anything you want in here. He's a library. Like his brain is just ready to explode. You just gotta ask him a question.
So Gate Smashers, that's the Pagawi tribe, right? Gate Smasher? Or the
So,
Pagawi salute? Where
where's-
the fuck are we?
What I was gonna say is
He knows what.
one of those pictures that I showed you of when I was much, much heavier, when I was in the woods, that was Cherokee. That was up there around the river, actually.
I don't even know where Cherokee is.
It's in North Carolina.
Is it like in the mountains in
It is.
western?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gate Smasher says, yep.
Michael Blue Wrench
Haywood,
Haywood,
big shot.
There's no prestige in the Blue Ranch, I don't think. It's
Nah. It's an honorary
yeah.
thing.
Well, for some.
For some.
I don't know if Michael knows how to use a wrench. I know he's not mechanically inclined, so
Oh, jeez.
That was why I was wondering why you had one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
that went over Michael's head.
Don't tell him.
If it takes a thought, it went over Michael's head.
Michael, the Under the Hill Gang.
That was us camping at home. That's what it was called.
Under the Hill Gang?
Yeah. Because we were at the bottom of the hill.
Precariously positioned on the hill gang. What are you doing, Maya? I'm guessing my dog has to go out or something. She's just like
No, I
She's
dropped
in my lap.
something and she heard it and came to investigate. And then, she can't be in proximity of you and not visit. So,
Did you get either Greg's cooking for month?
What?
Did y'all
What
get
about-
any of Greg's cooking?
oh yeah,
Yeah, he's a good cook.
Yes, he is.
Nice.
Yeah, we enjoyed that.
I like the jambalaya the best, I think.
Yeah, that was good.
yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
But he cooks for the masses.
See, and that's me, to be honest. I mean, I
That's how you cook was
Yeah.
for the masses.
in the army and at home. I mean,
Army.
what happened? Internet.
Just saying.
What's up, Richie?
I'm just saying, Army, let's go. Come on right there.
Mike.
Right?
All right, stop. Hold on. Let me see what this dog wants.
Yeah, I had 2 of my breakfasts cooked by somebody else.
Oh God.
And then Greg cooked dinner, so I didn't have to do much cooking.
That's always nice. I always say if somebody's cooking, I'll do dishes. I'm fine with that.
No, that whole experience, that whole trip was good. It was well done because they did raffles and giveaways and some entertainment, and it was just it was cool.
But it sounds like you had
It
all
was
of that,
well
but you
done.
had time to just hang and like just be with other people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I
it
feel like
was.
it was a really good time. It was a full circle kind of thing where you had all the entertainment, you had the fun, but you actually got to hang out with people and just kind of learn about them, kind of thing.
yeah.
But we I say
Mom's
entertainment.
child thing.
We were the entertainment. Like the people that were hanging
No.
out were
You were the
musicians
entertainment?
and
I can't imagine
singers.
that. I
He
can't
tried to
imagine
sing.
you being the entertainment at all.
He tried to
No,
sing
I-
and he
I
forgot the
doubt it.
word.
Sing.
That was a bad
He
attempt.
did sing. He just, in the end, it went a little south. But
No, I could sing.
Yeah, he did good till he
I'm gonna have
forgot
to-
the words.
That's the karaoke system. We'll really have some fun.
If you forget
Lost
the
the
words, you
words,
just hum
but-
it. You just like hum.
well, it was acapella, so
There you go.
Yeah, I wasn't accompanied or anything. I just,
I mean, just to have the balls to
We
get
have
up
the
there to
mic
do that,
and
I'm
drew a
impressed.
blank. It was a song
Now,
that
the
I
one that
sang
blew
many,
me
many
away
times.
was Billy.
It sounds
one
like
that
an
blow-
awesome time.
The one that blew me away was Billy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For
I
sure.
like Billy. Billy's just like a cool,
I love
mellow
Billy.
human
Yeah.
being.
I love
Really
that
good
man.
person.
He's just an amazing guy.
What's up, Kenny? Flat Rock says it. It was
Hey,
like a
Flat
family
Rock.
reunion, cooking, singing, raffles, and lots of campfire stories.
Right? And that's it. It's like a family reunion. Well said.
Family you never met before. Didn't even know you had. And then
Exactly.
you get there, and you meet so many people that you didn't know. That's great.
Good to see you, Kenny.
Be a good boy.
Dragon says thought Michael would sing bluegrass.
Yeah, Mark's having a fire pit at his house this weekend, and I'll be there.
Very cool.
Yes, Michael. Billy plays a mean guitar.
Yeah, it was funny because there were a few guitar players, and I kept going, "Hey, do you know this song? Hey, do you know this song?" Nobody knew the song, so I was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll
They
try."
knew the song, they just didn't know how to play.
Look at a puppy.
Aw.
Let's see this puppy. Hold on.
What?
The puppy's gone.
Too late. He's gone.
Yeah, you missed the good part. He was getting the good loving out of that puppy.
That's my puppy. She's a Newfoundland, so she likes to Like not just look at you. She
Right.
opens her jaws and puts her jaws around your like chin or your arm, and like licks you after she puts her jaws over your arm. It's hilarious. I've never had a dog that did that at all, but this one apparently does.
What does she do? She mouths your arm?
Yeah, so she'll like open and just mouth like your arm, or she'll come up and mouth your chin. Like
Oh,
sometimes
really?
she'll just do it right across my face, and then she licks you as she's mouthing you, and then pulls away. It's kind of like
A French kiss.
I don't want to say it, but it's a weird dog. I'm just saying it's that I'm not doing that. She's doing that, not me, or he's doing that.
Mr. Hugh, how's it going, man? Good to see you. So, changed your socks and
and under-
underwear.
He's talking to Haywood.
Haywood sings the working man blues.
Oh God, he's coming over.
Like, listen, you daddy.
Where are we at? Oh wow, we're almost at 2 hours already. That went quick.
Not really.
He's like me.
Oh, the big man's here. Oh shit.
Yeah, it just started out slow and now it's picking up.
OCST just came in and was like, "What's up? Come on." I was on their live the other day, and I think I made them go over an hour longer than they were supposed to go.
I know CSD with Harold. Yeah, and Christy.
Harold is like, we were trying to talk, and then he's like, "We're leaving," and everybody's like, "Goodbye," and then they said it like 5 times, and we just kept talking.
No, there's some people who just don't know how to say goodbye.
Right. You know, he's always-
Yeah, I'm a bad influence. I'm just saying.
It's not that they don't know how to say goodbye; they just won't.
Oh no, I've seen it. Ghost is notorious for it. Ghost Dragon. They'll say
Dude,
goodbye and then just babble on, and then say goodbye and then babble on.
I
Every
said my
time you
mother
would
was
say,
like
like,
that on the phone.
Goodbye.
Never
He
get
would
off
say
the
like
phone.
one thing, and I'm like, "Oh," and then I would say something, and he would respond, and we would like get on a full on like 5-minute
Starts another
dialogue.
conversation.
Yeah, they were like, "Okay, we're leaving," and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh," and then it just started another. It was, I felt bad.
And the entertainment of the year.
His wife was like, "I
Drum
just
roll.
want to go to bed." Exactly.
Our conversations are interesting, and well, you just can't shut up. He said
It's
stop,
true.
but
I told him I jump around and just go into people's lives. That's all I do. I just mess with people when they go on live. I'm like, "Hey, you throw up a link, I'm just jumping in."
Well, next time I'm on live, doing a live, I might throw a link in there for you too.
Oh, you don't want to do that. I'm just saying.
It's
You
funny how that's
laughing,
become a
I'll have you
thing.
crying. I'll make fun of you. It's a whole thing.
That's what makes a good podcast.
absolutely, it's entertainment. You know,
Yes.
we're just here to have fun. I'm not trying to prove Bigfoot exists. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. I'm just here to enjoy myself and
Just
let
said I'm
everybody else.
fired.
Right?
What's that, Sparky?
His wife just said, "I'm fired." Oh, she was tired. She really wanted to go to bed.
Bayard Beer and Body, what's up? What did I stumble upon? Well, first of all, welcome. What were you looking for? We're very accommodating.
If we don't have it now, we might have it in 10 minutes.
Or 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we might have covered it already.
Yeah, it's true.
We're like an anomaly in the Bigfoot community.
Dude, I love our community. Like you jump in, it's always like just banner and fun, and the conversations just go like Bigfoot paranormal to like life, and it's really kind of cool.
But that's
It's like
the way it
hanging around
should go.
it's like hanging around a campfire, you know?
Exactly. Sitting on the back porch sipping tea, as Roger says.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or a little Jack. Either way.
Either way.
That's a suggestion. Hi. Yeah. What's trying to think what our
Over
next
there.
possible trip might be. Maybe
Idaho.
Fuck, I don't eat potatoes.
What the hell?
Cutting down on starches.
I want to go back up to Bankhead again.
That's so wrong. Oh. I moved my camera today and now it's all messed up.
And there's a little campsite over here called Pine Glen. I want to go hang out in there one weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna start heading up into the forest. We're only 9 miles from Ocala National Forest.
Well, that's
So,
nice.
Yeah, we're right there. It's just
Yeah, I
don't know,
kinda
we end
wanna
up
check
doing
out-
other things on our days off, like
I-
fishing. And take a boat out instead of going in the woods.
I kind of want to check out that spot. I had somebody tell me about a spot in Ocala Forest today. I'd like to go check that out.
Okay.
It's a
There
little
should be some fishing spots in there too.
Oh, there's over 600 lakes in
Ocala,
Ocala
yeah.
National Forest. One
Yeah,
pond.
so you can do both.
600 lakes in one pond.
Yep.
That's a joke. That's a dad joke waiting to happen. I'm just saying.
Flat Rock says looking to hang at Hollins in June. See, that's only
I think
you know.
And that's what I'm saying,
that's
with
like
all the-
short notice.
With all the time that I've taken off.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What was that?
I think Patrick's coming then too.
Patrick Noble?
Yeah.
Right on.
I'd like for Standing Stone to come, but oh well.
Papa Craig, have a good night. It's good to see you. Give Nana a hug for me, please.
This skinny old fart's going to bed early to bed, early to rise makes Papa a dull boy. Nah,
Oh.
Pop Craig, you're anything but dull, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, Standing Stone, he's up in Massachusetts, so it's a long trip for him down here.
I don't know who that is.
He's in a few of the chats around, and he's talking tonight. He said he's wanting to get him a gold pan and go panning. I told him, I sent him a link to Gold Nugget website where you see where the fine gold in Massachusetts.
Oh, cool.
I've seen them around, and gold penny is fun as hell. It's like get a good gold pan, scruff it up, go have fun.
Well, you know, I started out with my podcast in Prospecting USA, Hunting America's Treasures. I got that group on Facebook. And I got one in California that's called California Gold Prospectors and Treasure Hunters. It's got 1.3K members.
Well, see, that's why I labeled this one because I wasn't going to do like I'm tired of the multiple channel crap. And so I just like and outdoors. So Sparky Paranormal and outdoors. So I'm going to take my I have a sleuth I'm going to take out, and I get a lot of like garnets, rubies, like the whole wheel of quartz crystals. And a
What
lot
kind of
stuff.
mat do
And
you
gold.
have in it?
I have what do they call it?
The
It's
dream map?
No, it's the gold map because we have a lot of gold up here, so I'm using that one. I can't remember what they call it. It's the green one that's really thick and it's coarse on top and fine on bottom.
Okay. Have you thought about getting you one of them dream mats?
I don't have to. I literally get a crap ton of like everything every time I go out. I'm not spending money if I don't have to. I'm just saying. If I find stuff to where I'm going, I'm like good. A lot of times I'll just pan and then I have some tweezers and I just pick out the crystals as I go. And then if I don't have enough gold in there, I just flush it out. Or I get a lot of gold, silver for where I'm at because Idaho is like crazy for like everything. It's a weird spot.
Yeah, Dave Peterson, he's the guy who invented the dream mat. He's actually a member of my club.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. I got a podcast with him on there talking about it one time. I need to get him back again.
So you know some cool people, Wendell.
Yeah, I do. That's what I was getting at. The people I've met online and become actual friends with is really remarkable.
It is.
I laugh because everybody's like, well, I'm just a rock hound. I'm like, yeah, we all start there. And then next thing you get a pan, and then you get a sleuth, and then you're like, you know what? I'm getting a metal detector, and it's like, it just keeps going.
Yeah, I got the last metal detector I bought was one of those Mine Lab Go 44s.
Yeah.
And, I found a bullet shell 13 inches deep with that thing.
Wow.
Yeah, they're on top. Whites are on top. There's one other one that just popped up, and they're a little cheaper. They're doing really good. There's a lot of like affordable, like not affordable, but like you could save up for them. Or before, if you want a good one, it was like $1,000. Now it's like maybe 500.
This is love y'all.
Good night, Michael.
2% and fading.
Stevie does like the metal detect. I never really got into it because I'm the kind of person.
There's one of the guys that used to be in my club. He was out metal detecting, and he found a white metal detector in the back of some rundown old house place or something.
My dad used to have a white. I know I'm the type of person that'll get into it and get hooked on it and just friggin'
It's easy to do.
spend all my time prospecting.
There's nothing wrong
I
with
got
that.
better things to do.
Sharon just made a very, very good point. Happy Mother's Days, like she said, to all the mothers here this weekend. You guys do a service that nobody else can do.
Sharon got you as well. Happy Mother's
Yes,
Happy
happy
Mother's Day
Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
That means you, Michael Haywood.
Your mother, Michael.
Your mother. No.
That's what I was thinking when I said it that way.
It did come out that way. I'm just saying.
But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate
Right.
it.
Oh, I do too, because the more y'all hang out, the less I have to talk. I just haven't been feeling good.
No.
Still not feeling good.
I'm sorry.
Have you ever went over to Arkansas to the diamond field? The Trader Diamond.
No, I've only been to Arkansas twice. That was to pick Judy Wheeler up and to drop her back off.
I went one time, spent about an hour out there, and it was so hot I'd give it up.
Yeah.
That was on my trip going to California and back.
State. I'd love to spend more time there for sure. But we were on a mission when I visited Arkansas.
I passed through on my way to LBO.
I mean, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous out there. I'd love to I don't know how anybody can explore the woods out there. That's so damn thick. At least what I've seen of it, the woods are thick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Have you watched Hellbent Holler?
Not a whole lot,
Not recently, and aren't they on when we're on?
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, they go out there traipsing around in the LBL a lot. So that's why I watch them every now and then to see what they're
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed LBL. It was a really just a beautiful place.
Oh.
You know,
Are you kidding me?
Okay,
didn't experience a damn thing. I was there for 8 days. But nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm dumb. Where the frick is LBL? Or LBR?
Kentucky
It's-
and Tennessee.
Yeah, it's between Kentucky and Tennessee. What lakes are there? It's
That's Kentucky
Ken-
River and
Barkley. No, what's
something like that. I can't
Barkley
remember
Lake?
the other name.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, it's
it's got water on both sides, hence the name Land Between the Lakes, and it's just gorgeous.
Is that the one with the island where it has the river that comes across? And there's a big span of island right in the middle, and the river goes across like that and comes back together.
It looks like an island, yeah.
Okay.
If you look on a map, look in northern Tennessee, kind of towards the Midwest, and it goes in between.
Do you
Tennessee
really
and
want me to look it up on a map right now? You don't want me to. I don't want to. You're making
That's
me. I don't
okay.
want to. You're pushing me to make me want to have to do that. I don't want to do that right now.
All right. Don't do that.
so you're not good at multitasking.
Absolutely not.
On that note, though, we are going to cut this. I can't say short. We're actually going over.
I'm on. I make everybody go over.
No, it's all good.
Well,
But yeah,
I've enjoyed it, fellas. Y'all have a good night.
Wendell, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Wendell, for hanging out. It's always
And
good to
happy
see you.
Mother's Day to all you mothers out there this weekend.
Thank
And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.
All right, Wendell,
All
take
right,
care,
Wendell.
buddy.
Talk to you soon.
Have a good night, everybody.
Take care, Sparky. Thanks for hanging out, man.
All right. Take
Sure
care.
to come back. Pyro, what's up? Good to see you. Because that's how I see Florida, Stevie. Fort Fire and the Okefenokee swamp ones.
Yeah, in some places in Florida, it's just like that where you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
walk through it. But it does. There's a lot of places that it does open up. So I get that.
Yeah, but when you get into those what do you call them, palmettos and just all those, ugh, it's a jungle out there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Wendell, it's good to see you. Sparky, thanks.
Happy Mother's Day,
Come back.
all you ladies.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. Hope you have a wonderful day on Sunday.
Be
Enjoy.
safe.
Everybody else, enjoy your weekend. We will be back on Tuesday, so we'll see you then.
Right.
If you enjoyed tonight's show, if you will, hit that like button, share it out. If you're
Comments.
new, subscribe and leave comments. So, all right, guys, you have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We love you. Peace and God bless.